terms of security. That is why Enugu State is the best secure and safest state in Nigeria.
Somebody said Ndiara, Ndioshi. Papa, you have to let them manage what they have, right? So the intention is to have the sky camera to capture the movement. Papa, any equipment you can get to. Sure, you get me now. If a terrorist comes into a community and you have 10 of those guys with those weapons, right? If the terrorists gets in and they get pushed back, knowing that these guys are armed as well, they won't have the same audacity of spending hours, chasing and killing people in their own communities. That won't happen. So you may look at that and laugh. This is not a laughing matter. And you may not be laughing for long. Here you go. So we just hope that all the intels that they gather with all of that is indeed, are indeed put to use. But it is Nigeria. It is mostly performative, just for show. Call them back in 3 months and say, hey, Enugu Forest Guard, how are you? How far? They begin to tell you, say, my brother, that's in a nonsense, Jerry. They don't even pay us. They are owing us a 6-month salary. They are doing this, and that. Well, I thought you guys were ready. We saw you on TV where you were like practicing about that one for sure, Jerry. But don't go back to your house. And that will be sad. You get what I mean? Now let's leave this and stop by in Washington, because so you know that there are many other Nigerians, especially from the Middle Belt, Southern Kaduna, and other places in America, who have been mounting pressure on the American Congress, American politicians, to help them do something and stop the killings in Nigeria. They were in Washington, D.C., I believe yesterday, to press home further, not just to sanction Nigeria and then place a visa ban on some people. They actually really need to get down and face the terrorists and clear them out proper. In front of the Washington, D.C. Capitol yesterday.
Immediate investigation, the highest level, with the consideration of declaring the Sokoto Caliphate an international terror organization. And treated as such. Predator drones and Tomahawk missiles go a lot further at stopping this stuff than sanctions ever will. And that's what's warranted here. It is a genocidal regime. It is a terrorist organization. Amen. And finally, focus international efforts, focus attention on restoring the internally displaced. Justice and restoration. Again, this will prevent as many as 5-6 million from being radicalized in the next 5 years. It's existential. We must focus on the internally displaced. Not just as human beings, not just as Christians, but it's in our vital national interest to do so. And the restoration of IDPs to their rightful fatherlands, that will require the purging of the jihadis. But we don't do it to kill the jihadis, we do it to restore justice. We do it to restore the IDPs. That's necessary. Congressional delegation charges of genocide against the Tinubu regime, declaring the caliphate a terrorist organization, and restoring the internally displaced. That's how you uproot this. That's how you fix it. Everything else is just window dressing.
England, and a graduate student presently at the University of Central Oklahoma. I'll be graduating by God's grace on December 12th, less than 2 weeks from now. I speak today as a survivor, as a witness to the slow motion genocide that has been unveiling before our eyes in Nigeria, especially in the past 12 years. I come from Lauretta, the epicenter of the massacre of June 13 and 14, 2025. I come from Benue State. That's the food basket of Nigeria, which unfortunately has turned to the graveyard of Nigeria. On June 13th, around 9 p.m. to June 14th, 1 a.m., the very peaceful nature of my community was shattered. It was raining on that June 13th. Our peace was shattered not by the thunder that accompanied the rain, but by the roar of the blasts from AK-47, AK-49, coming from Fulani jihadists who have been ravaging our land in the last 12 years. When they were coming on that day, we got notice of their coming. We got the intel. They stopped at a village called Giza in Nasarawa State, which was barely 12 kilometers away from our village, and had their prayers. They prayed to go and carry out a successful execution of our people.
Stop the killing. Some follow me, and others will say, in Nigeria. Stop the killings 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 in Nigeria.
Release the bike for the sake of taking this brother to the hospital. So who is the brother and where is the hospital? No answer. Why will you release a government allocated bike to someone you never met? Because the
Immediate investigation.
So they were there, and hours after that protest, the American Secretary of State, Rubio, is that his name? Mark Rubio, Abina Marco, I don't know, Rubio Shah, announced that they have placed a visa ban on some certain individuals. They didn't give us their names, so we never know. They said these are the individuals who have been, confirmed to be terror sponsors, terror sympathizers, and those who have enabled religious persecution in northern Nigeria, right? But they didn't give us any name. And I think those people are just, if they ever go there to apply for their visa, you see all this visa ban, self no make sense. Visa ban. There are those who are not really keen on going to America. They don't fancy America. So when America says I'm going to put a visa ban on you, they'll just be like, we won't go America before. We need your visa. I'm just saying, it should be something more severe, something more draconic, something more direct. Beyond just we are going to ban you from getting our visa. Visa only. Do you really think everybody wants American visa, or everybody really want to go to America? There are those who don't give a damn about America. But yet what they are doing, which has got the attention of America, requires something tougher than just would ban you, put visa ban on you. Visa ban, bao. Anyway, so they've announced that, and we are waiting for other announced sanctions against those who are the arrowhead and the sponsor of this insecurity in Nigeria. You need a break. Seriously, like you all need that break, at least to have something away from these terrorist news, the killings, the kidnappings, and all of that. So having that break simply means, to have that break means status quo must change. So to change the status quo, stop threatening them with visa ban. Do something more direct that could take away their breath concept. Then maybe they will begin to get you or take you serious. Visa ban. Nah. Right. Here is Onoche. You know Lauretta, the lady that told us that Bokwari had conquered hunger, and she was showing us the rice pyramid, the Bokwari, the sawdust bag, the sandbags that they mounted all together in Abuja as a rice pyramid. Now he's back onto Atifu's campaign trail, this time to help save you from Tinubu, the one that promised to continue from where Bokwari stopped. And he had continued from where Bokwari stopped. But to Onoche,
indeed, for me, it means everything, because there is a need for Nigerians to recover their nation, from incompetent leadership, from corrupt leadership. Consequently, we have all moved into the ADC. Like you rightly said, it's a movement aimed at restoring democratic rule in our nation. And it means everything, because under a democracy, everyone is equal, everyone has the same freedom of speech that the leaders have, there's equity, there is justice, there is rule of law. A nation where the president will blatantly, openly flout the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and remove a democratically elected governor of Rivers State, and Nigerians just ignore it and just did nothing. I mean, that's an abnormality. He spat on our Constitution. That's what we are all clamoring for now. A government, a party that will lead us to the rule of law, where everyone is equal, where everyone will respect the rule of law and the Constitution that governs our nation. So, from today, it is ADC. The coalition partners in Delta State have joined the ADC. We are joining hands together to see that we rescue not just our nation, but our state, our local government, and our wards from the decay that has permeated our nation from top to bottom. After today, there will be more consultations because here in Delta State, we have people, you can see for yourself, people coming from PDP, people coming from APC, those coming from Labour Party, Obedient, all the other partners, they are all coming together in one house. So from today on, we will begin to plan the unveiling at the national. That is the next step. And once that is done, we will be ready for Congress. And then after the Congress, we'll have our national primaries where our candidates will be elected to contest for the presidential election. And happily, all our leaders who want to run for this premier position in Nigeria, they have all said that it will be open, free, fair, and credible process where everyone involved.
Do you know that she was a member of the NNPC, was the NNPC board? And she would have been INEC electoral commissioner, if not because people raised alarm and they had to remove her name. She is a very good example of what impunity means. But right now, she's out of favor. So they would need to come together and save all of you from Tinubu. They nominated this woman to go and be INEC commissioner. She would have been preparing for 2027 right now, like Werewike's cousin, who is in charge of Edo State. You know, INEC commissioner for Edo State, now Wike's cousin, right? This Onoche would have been INEC commissioner today in one state somewhere. And if she would probably be working for APC, for Tinubu. But of course, once they're out of favor, then they want to rescue you and I from their own strange fellows, right? Omoyele Sowore was in court again today. It was yesterday. Today was again. This time it's the police IG, illegal IG that took him to court. So they are charging Sowore for cyberbullying and what's that again? No, that he bullied the Igbetokun. And then he defamed him. Remember that case? While they were waiting for the judge to come out and they could listen to this hearing of the case, Sowore caught the supposed Igbetokun's lawyer or prosecution. I mean, do you call them prosecution counsel or prosecuting lawyer or something? I don't know. Maybe same. Who was having a chat with the court registrar to see how they could manage to revoke Omoyele Sowore's bail, the one they gave to him the last time. Remember, Sowore is like on about 5 or 6 bails right now. And I believe 2 or 3 of them are from the same Igbetoku. So, well, they wanted to revoke his bail so that they could lock him up. Well, it seems the judge didn't agree. But while he was doing that, and Shore was kind of countering it, right? Behind the scene. In fact, before I show you that, how many of you have seen this? Because I've heard that they have been releasing all these summer buses for Tinubu's second term. And that's why you're going to see those people, those pot-bellied criminals, the Ronukus who claim to be Yorubas, who met in Abuja, telling you that Tinubu is God sent. Now they have started sharing Tinubu summer bus for second term. Have you seen it? Well, they've started coming, they've started arriving. And this time, it's not Tinubu that is going to be buying all those buses. So it's just to tell you that some of them have made so much money under this Tinubu that the only way to keep him in power is to show their unflinching support like this one in that same contraption. You see them? Yeah, it was after that they went on TV and said Tinubu is a God sent. He's going to do his second term. Anybody that challenges him is challenging God. It's typical, you know. It's typical. But let's go to Shore. This was captured inside the courtroom before the outside.
I'm not discussing the case. I don't know if you understand. I am asking her that now it's almost 11, the 13 minutes.
She has even taken a position now. That then, if they want to come and withdraw, and for her position is hostile. She's part of the court. She has taken a hostile position.
I am not the court, counsel.
You are part of the court. You are part of the court.
She's a registrar. Registrar is
Madam, you are part of the court.
Define court.
We can argue with
What
you.
is court? What is court?
Let's argue it.
You know the case of McCarthy, from whence the principle that justice must not just be done, but it must be seen by everybody to be done. In that case, where that principle emanated from, it was a discussion that the party had with the registrar of court, and the Supreme Court of England said that even though the justices were not present, by the mere fact of the registrar of the court interfering with the fact of the case,
she's right. She's about the court.
She's part of the court. When we talk about the constitution of the court, are you not part of the court? I'm a lawyer. Go and read the case of Sussex versus R. McCarthy. It's an English case. It is from that case that the principle that justice must not just be done, but must be seen by everybody to be done. As I am here now, there is no way that you have suggested that if they bring an application for my lord to recuse himself, that he will revoke the bill. That's a hostile disposition. That's That's the whole
procedure.
position.
That is the procedure.
No,
What is the procedure? That is the law. If like now, wait, Oga, please, I don't like us to be arguing over this. You see, as a lawyer, if there is something that you know this is the law, let us speak the law. Let us not be sentimental. So when it's my brother.
Let me not take position. I respect your position. Let's not be sentimental.
And do you know what? When he even came,
I just say this on the lighter note.
didn't you see us together? And when the witness came, I have to go and call
This is anything, if there's any.
I'm trying to tell you something. Do you know that I was the one that met Rose here? I called Rose.